We're here.
Yes, we are.
I'm proud.
What's up, everybody? I'm Layden,
I'm Drew.
and we're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in Moab, Utah.
In Moab, Utah. That's right.
The conclusion of our first countdown that got this podcast started.
Conclusion or completion A.
Yeah.
We're also going to do a B.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've been grinding the past 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Working on goals to get up to this countdown to ride Moab. It's been our goal to ride the Whole Enchilada, which is a network of trails that takes you from high elevation to low elevation.
Like any trail does?
Like we no,
Like long. Okay. Anyways, the Whole Enchilada is a set of trails. It's 28 miles. Starts at about 11,200 feet and it descends 8,000 feet. And it is almost all tech.
a black diamond.
It's there's a couple double black features on it. We'll see if we want to hit those or not. Risk versus reward.
I'll be crawling down that one.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Funny.
Always is fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So we leave tomorrow early morning, catch a shuttle to the top, bomb down. Then we're gonna follow up with another episode
Part
after, part B or 2, with burritos and celebration and.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our experience and how it felt, and
I think that time will be good too because with the goal of riding this, we've been doing so, with each episode pointing to this, to where this is like the payoff. This is the wham bam shazam.
This has been our focus and talking point for a long time.
Yeah. So it'll be a great time to celebrate A, completion, B, leading up to this and the fun of that.
Yeah.
And I think in this portion of A, one piece I want to touch on is as some of you have been coming along, starting your own journey, hopefully, or starting your own countdown to whatever it is, things don't always turn out like you think so or hope so.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
I just got over getting sick.
Yeah.
But it's still lingering.
I've had a bad back for 2 weeks. It's actually subsiding, or I'm just sick and feel less of the bad back. So take your pick.
Yeah.
But I'm tempted to be frustrated because it's like, oh my gosh, we've been working hard on this, and now we're here. It's game time. It's run time. It's go time, and it's like, oh, I can't move.
Yeah. Well, it's like we talked about a couple weeks ago on adjusting to our surroundings, like pivoting. Yeah, pivoting when something hits you. You can have a dump party of emotions and be upset about it, or you can just readjust and go with the flow and figure out the best you could. We also just received news. We went to the bike shop that's going to be shuttling us earlier today, and we don't get to do the whole enchilada. We get to do a 3/4 enchilada because there's still snow at the very top. So
I say we toboggan it.
We could leave the bikes, go up, sled down.
Ooh,
that would be fun.
That's like black diamond sledding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So skiing.
All right, I guess so.
Ski it. I've never skied.
I don't ski.
All right, you snowboard. I have.
It's been years.
So, we could be bummed about that. I'm not particularly bummed because we're missing the biggest climb.
I'll be honest. In my state, I'm like, yep, all right.
Yeah, like I am a little bit because it would have been really we would have earned it, and it would have been a fantastic warm up. But it's all good. We're not missing the most fun parts of the trail.
I mean, there is a sense of like we were grinding for even the climb.
Yeah.
And all that, but then again, it's like the way I feel. It's like, okay, thank you, God. Here's a little break.
And climb. I mean, we've been climbing at 2,000 feet, and our training has been 2,000 feet, and we would have been climbing at 10,000 feet. So we would not have had much air to breathe. So I was curious to see, because I haven't climbed that high before, at that high of elevations before. You might have.
Well, no, we would only be climbing 1,200 feet.
From 10,000 feet to
Yeah. But we're not climbing 10,000 feet.
no, that's why I added that climbing at 2,000 feet. But you weren't listening.
I just checked out.
Yep.
I blame like NyQuil or DayQuil or something, but this is me.
Yep.
Undrug me right now. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, I can be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Or no.
Whatever. But no, it took a trek to get out here. We had to fly. The closest airport was 4 hours away, and
that we know of.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like if we would have flown like New Mexico, it's like, oh, it's a half hour.
Yeah.
It's be funny.
And
an hour road delay.
What?
An hour road delay.
An hour road delay on the way here.
On the freeway, stop for an hour.
I chose an early flight, so I had to leave at 2 a.m. and to get to the airport in San Francisco, and then you had meetings, and so I had to stay in Salt Lake City Airport for 5 hours, 4-ish hours, and work on stuff.
Yeah. Then we took a trip to Mountain Ops headquarters.
Yes, we did. That was really fun.
Beautiful place.
That gym. Oh my gosh, my CrossFit gym closed last year, and I miss having a open floor plan with free weights and not a machine in sight. It was glorious.
You are the machine in sight.
Yes, thank you,
dude. If I worked there, I'd be ripped.
Yes, that is the one problem we have. Is
we don't work at Mountain Ops or any place that has a sweet gym right there on the ready. So
yeah. So anyway, that was a great time. They're a big supplement company that we partake in.
Awesome supplement company. Big fan.
Yeah.
Go team Mountain Ops.
And they're located in Salt Lake City. So we went there, and then we finally got here, and then the Stoke started to sit in, and seeing other mountain bikers and the restaurants and hotels and other places that are catered to mountain bikers.
I was just going to say, I love towns that are catered towards mountain biking.
And outdoor living.
Yeah.
Like this place is crazy. It's like Bend and Flagstaff had a baby. And
who's the dad and mom?
So anyway, yeah, it was a grind to get out here, but it was totally worth it. And we haven't even ridden yet, so
yeah, we might be singing a different tune tomorrow. Like, why the hell I do this?
Good lighting in the hospital to set up the second episode.
I'm not recording this to your hospital bed, bro. Oh, see what I did there?
Oh yeah, you put it on me. I was totally thinking you too. Yeah, because you kept talking about it since the pilot episode. But yeah, so I don't know. Like this means a lot to me because when I decided a couple years ago to start getting healthy, working on my depression, my anxiety, alcohol problems, and then just exercising and moving. It was this place and this trail that got me motivated and excited for. It was October. It was on my 30th birthday. Braden Binghurst. What?
You're such a child. I love it.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, 30th birthday.
2 years ago.
I'm just jealous.
Anyways,
I'm jealous.
Braden, he's a professional mountain biker, and he rode the Whole Enchilada backwards. He rode it going up. He climbed 8,000 feet. That's an amazing video on YouTube. You can check it out. But I watched him do it, and he did it on my 30th birthday, and it was just like, oh, this is awesome. And I remember texting you and being like, dude, what if we went and did this trail the right way?
Correct. Yeah, the right way. I would have laughed at you if you said the other.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't want to say no way but I don't want to put my mindset towards trying to accomplish that, because we can do anything we put our minds to. Anyways.
Yeah.
So that this is a pivotal point, like that I've had this trail, this place in the back of my head for a couple years now of working towards. And it's,
I was going to say, speaking to that mountain biker, Braden, um, like digging more into his story
Mm-hmm.
led us to a book that he really, and a professor he really um, um,
Admire.
there we go, admire.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be a lot of these.
Dr. Manning.
Yes, Dr. Manning. Go, yeah, and leading to Dr. Manning's focus on a fearless mind. Just talking about, you know, well, continue on what that meant to you, if you will.
Yeah,
Because you read the book.
Yeah, we read the book. We read it a couple years ago. I actually brought it. And I read a little bit on the plane, like 4 seconds of it. But
It is a little.
it is a little. And Dr. Manning, he works with professional athletes to like get them in the right mindset to accomplish things. And he works with Red Bull athletes, and he's a college professor. And it's just so simple. And it's a very little book. Like it's not but
I'd say it's simple,
but impactful.
yet putting into practice is hard.
Yes.
As we've got how many years we're old of,
Correcting bad habits.
exactly, and correcting stinking thinking. I mean, and I've got more than you
True.
because of my age, a lot more years of correcting.
Much older than me mentally.
So either I'm really young mentally, or you're really old. Yeah.
Well, you have wisdom. You always have had wisdom. I've always, growing up, I've always been like, you have been described by more than just me as Drew's really fun and he's wise.
Whoa.
Since you were younger, too.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. But your head's getting a little too big, so bring it down a little bit. But
That was my head getting big.
Yeah, so this has been such an emotional experience, changing your life, like go up, down, mostly up, and it's finished on the up.
Well, and to continue the journey, like after reading that book, and having goals of like, it'd be epic to ride Moab, because in the past we've gone up to Whistler,
Yeah,
plenty of times to mountain bike. We've gone to Tahoe. Well, you've gone to Tahoe, Northern California to ride.
Pacific, all over the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, all over the Pacific Northwest. But it's like, so this on our bucket list was kind of I don't know, I would almost say a step above Whistler in the sense of what it takes to really ride well here.
Yeah,
There's no lift assist. There's no, oh, that trail's over, I'm gonna go grab a beer, or,
right.
whatever. It's like you're dedicated for the 28 miles until you're finished. And so we've had this in mind to ride this at some point when when things work out to where we can actually get out here.
Yeah,
Because we got families and responsibilities and work and all that fun stuff that just takes away, and it's a chunk of change to do so. So then when we were coming to, we've wanted to do a podcast for a long time, that felt like we need or want more under our belt, more fitness, more time, all that stuff before we felt like, oh yeah, we should or could do this. But when it came time to like, yeah, hey, let's do these countdowns, these small spurts, 90 days or whatever it may be, to, get people from point A to point B, whatever the goal is. And in our case, it was like, what would it take to do a gnarly, above what we thought possible thing? This is not a mountain biking podcast. It's point A to point B podcast, but ours just happens to be our goal happens to be to ride Moab, something that's above our pay grade, so to speak. And so through each week, we had the episodes that are on all the Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all those channels where you can revisit it. But it led to this point where now, sorry. So when we were thinking of this podcast, we were looking for an end goal that was gnarly and above, what we've done before. And Moab somehow came up. And so it's just like, oh, yeah, okay, how do we make this happen? That kind of stuff. And by chance, my territory for work changed to where I've got, Utah and Colorado and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, why don't I piggyback it? And you had some air miles and all that fun stuff. So yeah,
Now we're here.
and I think that's part of the journey too, is just like deciding where to go and then gearing your mind towards making it happen to go.
Yeah, and this is, like you said, this isn't a mountain bike podcast. This is a you guys, a you podcast. This is working on you. This isn't how to be a better mountain biker. This is how to be a better anything you want to do because you're getting out of your own way. This is how to get through traumas from childhood or life in general, how to get over laziness, how to obesity, all these bad habits that we've formed because every billboard and every commercial is feeding us junk that we need that will make us happy. As we give into more things, our bodies just deteriorate, and this is how to combat those and get out of your own freaking way so we can mountain bike and have more fun. But then in the bigger run, we figured out like, oh, we can run our families better. We can be happier. It's not like, oh, I'm still this miserable person, but I can do it anyways. I can do life anyways because I have discipline. It's like, oh, I'm just genuinely better than I was before. And in a way that you've never even thought possible. Um, it's mind boggling. So this is how to be a better, better person at work, just how to accomplish your goals, uh, to where you have a well-oiled machine to where you can get there faster, easier, and then keep doing anything else you want to do in this life.
Yeah, no, you bring up great points. Like every episode we have is what?
Every
Every episode, tons of episodes. That we've had. Well, we're on episode 7 right now, so
7,
1 through 6
lucky number 7.
episodes. Every topic is translatable to whatever, and so let's see. The first one was our pilot. Second one was mindset. Third one, community. Fourth,
Uh, well, it was motivation and
no, intake first, and then motivation, pivoting.
yeah,
6.
rest.
And now we're on episode
Moab Part 1, Part A.
Part A, Part 1.
Anyway, where are you
Or,
running though?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that what you and I have really come to understand through this process is like our lives are changing. The foundation, because of the foundation that we're laying, and that foundation is health. That foundation, like we've said, anybody can take what we've talked about and apply it to financial status or being a better dad or mom or whatever the case may be. But I would argue on that it's hard to take something like this, apply it to something like I just said, and still be 250 pounds consuming garbage. And
You don't stay the same way. Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm saying that like you're not going to change. Like I think that my biggest thing coming through this is like the foundation had to change. My exercise had to change, and then all of a sudden, and like you were saying, other things come along.
Yeah.
Come on board. It's like one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and before you know, it's just like, oh my gosh, like I am a better father because I'm in shape more to be able to play with my son, or to have the energy for him, um, or to have the patience for him, all the above. And it's just like, oh wow, like what a interesting or surprising outcome, where I was just focused on my health and this epic Moab trip. I'm a better dad. Oh wow, okay. Ooh, how's my marriage? Been married 20 years. Lots happens in 20 years. If you get lazy in 20 years, a lot can decrease over 20 years. And I think I'm a better husband. Well, I have to ask my wife, but
I asked. She said yes. You thought.
Boy. But yeah, so you've made our marriage better. No, welcome.
What I do? Marriage counselor. Call me. I know how not to do it.
Okay, we're moving on. So, you're the best.
Well, and there's probably some people that are like, oh, I'm not that bad, or I'm good, or like I'm content, or
We're not as bad as this person.
yeah, I'm not as bad as this person. But like the more you're around shit, the better it smells. Like, when if you're a piece of shit, I was a piece of shit, and I didn't realize how much of that I was until I cleaned up, until I got better. I didn't realize how, I was like, oh, I'm a good person. I'm nice. I'm kind to people. People like me. People enjoy being around me for the most part, but I wasn't happy. And then as I started pulling away from my swampy, crappy life,
Was that the piece of
shit,
yeah.
okay.
Some clarify.
Then I just realized I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so in of crap. I had no idea life was so good over here. Like what?
It's funny, Haley and my wife just got glasses. No, I'm serious.
Yes.
And like my wife and I think Haley said the same thing, but put on the glasses like, oh, that's how life should be. That and stuff like that. So it reminded me of that, like, absolutely. When you're grinding along, trying to make life happen, unhealthy and all that stuff like that, you don't realize your decline
Mm-hmm.
until you like see yourself from an outside perspective or somebody gives you this news and stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh, I was there. Or like you said, you change your lifestyle, change your habits, change, everything. All of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, life looks like this. The vibrant colors, I can see farther now and
Yeah.
all that. I mean, it's
Well, and sometimes like I just went through this, but you had this moment too where you were talking about uh before making a change, you saw a picture of yourself.
oh my
Like, who
gosh,
is
it's
that?
horrible.
Like you don't see yourself. And like I started taking more videos of my workouts coming up to Moab. And I was like, oh shoot, I gained some weight back over the winter because my gym closed and it's wintertime and I'm in a hibernating in a new relationship. I was focusing more on bulking too. And like I used to hate any video or picture of me. I was just like, oh, why? And not look. And now I don't care. Like I like who I see in the mirror. Yeah, when I sit, like I have this little bit here,
If you
but
do,
like
yes.
yeah. But like I'm okay with it because I know it's gonna go away because I'm gonna start working on that for right before the summer hits, and but it doesn't define me. I'm not defined by some of the extra love I have on me.
Which I think really speaks to your mental health.
Yeah,
You've come a long way with your mental health and just your loving of yourself,
yeah,
you know?
absolutely. I can actually be proud of the things I've done, the things I do. Um, I've surrounded myself with people who tell me the truth about myself. You
Yeah. You're being a real
giving you
cow
credit.
here. Gosh. Yeah. Thanks. You get in my whole that's right, exactly.
So like
I'm just saying, you share a hotel room with you and
yeah, and I'm just saying too, like, I could easily hate on myself. Well, who are you, Leighton, to be telling people how they could be living their lives? You still have things to work on. Yeah, we do. We're not perfect
Mhm.
at all, and we're never gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Um,
And even then,
yeah, well,
until heaven.
yeah, thank you. Simplification. Anyways, so but I can just look at myself, be happy, and start working on some other things and be excited for the outcome that comes with that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
So we got some preparation for tonight, for tomorrow's ride.
Yeah, so, walk me through your process, if you will, for just wrapping your head around what's to come.
For tomorrow,
Mhm.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna kill it just like I do ours. No, we're gonna swim a little bit tonight in the pool, hot tub it at the hotel over here, Field Station. It's a beautiful place. Anyways, I'm gonna stretch, gonna be mindful, gonna be editing all of our videos, and then just kind of relax and pray and I'm not as fearful for tomorrow, like, because
Not as what?
as I should. I don't know. Like, I'm not scared.
I'm scared.
Like, I'm just getting excited about it. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna hop on our bikes and we're gonna ride and kill it and have a blast like we always do. We will be filming the ride too, and we're gonna have its own edit coming out, so you can see all the fun and
It'll be 8 hours of film. You're gonna have to sit. It's gonna be like, you ever get invited to somebody's house where there's like, "Hey, we just got back from this vacation. We've got 800 pictures we're gonna show you on the slide," and you're just like, "Why am I seeing this?"
yeah, it won't be that long. It won't be long or an edit. Anyways, I will be working on that. I'm very, very excited. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna let myself I'm not gonna let me psych myself out. I'm gonna, I got this. Just like everything else we do.
Yeah.
This is just another trail, another day.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna be more fun.
That's right.
Yep. What about you?
So I've got a uh resounding, continuous, I don't know, voice in my head when times come up like this. I'm not ready. I'm sick. Might as well stop. Don't even try. Kind of thing. And I've had that since youth. And I probably gave it to you. I don't know. Or somebody shows a gift. And so I mean I have to work hard at some of this stuff. To be like, no, it is what it is.
Mhm.
You know. All the work I've done last 2 to 3 years, and all the work I've done these last 6 months with you has been leading up to this.
Mhm.
That didn't get lost in being sick. Yeah, you're probably depleted more. Yeah, you're tired, not think, can't talk apparently. But so my challenge for me is gonna be just like, dude, just like you said, be in the moment. Don't worry about when the bikes need to be returned. Like that is, there's a fear of mine. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we've got 8 hours to get down this hill. This hill. Um, this little hill. You know, don't worry about, the flight Sunday. Don't worry about like, um, yeah, just there's so many things that I could easily like worry about. And, uh, so I'm just gonna be focused on like, you're right. This is our celebration.
Mhm.
In the moment, let's have fun.
Yeah.
Like, let's not just celebrate after it, after we're done. And also, let's celebrate in the moment. Check out these views. And I mean, we're in a crazy, awesome place that it's like no other. I mean, high desert, looks like Monument Valley and just amazing. And we get to ride it.
Yeah.
Just chill, bro, and do it.
I've
Talk
done
to
this.
yourself. Talk to yourself.
I know. Well, I'm fine.
Did not read. Take your encouragement, and shove it. So,
Well, and I told you this before, and this made me feel way better about it. Is like 2 years ago, we rode Donnieville for the first time, and Donnieville, California, amazing downhill trail, one of the highest rated in California. It it's 15 miles and it's 5,000 feet of descent, and we rode it twice back to back. Like, yeah, we had a 40-minute break for shuttle right in the middle, but we can take that on this trail and eat. Like, but that's total 30 miles and 10,000 feet of descent. It's a little bit different with tech and whatnot, but there's still chunky. Downhill is still pretty chunky, but there's some good flow. There's flow on this too. So I was like, oh, dude, 2 years ago on my old bike, I did this. Like, well, yeah,
your old bike.
my old bike. Yeah, we traded bikes for like 5 minutes, and you were like, or no, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, can I have it back? I don't know how you're not dying.
I think you did 2 turns, and I'm just like, "Give me that bike." I was scared to death. I was, like, on a kid's bike.
Yeah. So sometimes it's buying a new bike makes you better, but versus getting in shape. But anyways, so like we got this, dude. like we're just gonna have fun, and we love riding together. That was my first ride was with you, and because you got me into this. Thanks.
I blame you.
Thank you for getting me. And I wanted to say my life multiple times.
I owe me.
Hmm?
Yeah, you owe me.
My whole life. I owe you everything. So, but yeah, we're just gonna have fun, and I can't wait for the part 2 to see just how much fun how we feel.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I think it's gonna be great. You're gonna get sort of beat up. I mean, well, and that's the thing too is like we're talking about unexpected things are gonna show up. You're gonna get sick on game day. You're gonna get you know uh back issues when it's time to perform, and in your performance, I mean, you could um DNF, dead, did not finish DNF. No, I think that's the term. DNF, did not fail. At least I think it said
okay.
running or like marathons and types of stuff. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go.
Okay.
I'm gonna blame the drugs. What drug? What drug? My life, man.
Oh my gosh, you're higher on elevation.
Oxygen. Yeah. So, and those things happen, but I would say even in those moments, you're still here. You still got to this point. You're still, even if I walk half the trail tomorrow, I'm still up there in the desert having a blast with my bro, and it's something I worked towards, and it's not a failure.
Yeah.
It's not a failure to be sick or hurt. That's usually because you've been grinding.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's accomplishment to be able to like, oh, I don't feel perfect, but I can keep going. Like how many days or like you doesn't matter if you're sick, your kids still need to be taken care of. You still showed up for the things that matter. You feel like crap.
mhm.
Um,
You matter, and I showed up feeling like crap.
you did.
Yeah.
Please take care of me.
I feel like I have all my life.
Oh.
No, not really.
Yeah, so this is gonna be good. It's gonna be great. And we still have tonight to eat, hang out.
I don't know, at like 7 p.m.
Oh, disgusting. Too much sleep. I'm so glad we didn't ride this morning. I was so grumpy when I woke up.
Oh yeah, because I tickled your foot.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I told you I want to sleep in.
I thought you were awake already, even though I was snoring.
You I was snoring, that's what I was saying. Anyway, room with your brother. It's great.
Well, I mean, my wife's probably, if she does listen to this podcast, I have no idea. But if she hears that part, she'd be like, "Yeah, thanks. It's exactly how you are, Drew." So,
There you go. All right, guys. Well, we will see you on the 24 hours.
bow, bow.